Aloha, this is Jonathan, and I hope you can see me with all this dappled light in my face. But this is a VR to Simon at the Hermit's Cave's Forgotten Decks. Just jump in and I'll start pulling out. I have 5 here to share with you. I'm not going to show you all the cards of all of them, but it'll be interesting to go through. So the first one is by US Games, and it's the Tarot. Can you see that? Tarot of the Cat People. Introductions and Designs by Karen Kuykendall. Probably mangled that name. Comes with a little white book. And these are not in order, I just wanted to show you a few of them. So here we have the 8 of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. I don't know if this is good lighting or not. Here's the backs of the cards. Good quality cardstock by US Games as usual. I mean, it's not a bad deck. Here's the Page of Swords. I just never find myself grabbing for it, ever. 3 of Wands. It's beautiful art, but 5 of Pentacles. It doesn't really conform to any system that I know of. Ace of Wands. But King of Wands, I think that's on the cover. It's just a bizarre little deck. 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords. Is that volcano exploding at cat heads? It's just a weird little deck. I just have never really gotten into using it. 7 of Pentacles. Why is that woman winged? It's the Empress. 8 of Cups. Surprisingly, he's looking back as he leaves. That's a great strength card. I think that's actually on the cover. Yeah, that's the cover. The sun is literally a lion's face in the sky. I mean, it's a pretty cool deck. It's just, I don't find myself grabbing for it, that's all. King of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. Let's find another major. 5 of Wands, apparently he's fighting with his cat. I mean, don't get me wrong, gorgeous artwork. I consider this a forgotten deck because it just sits on my shelf, unused. Ace of Swords. I love this Hermit card. Maybe I should play with this deck a little more. It's just, I don't know. I never really connected with it. I really wanted to, but it's definitely bizarre. Wheel of Fortune. This guy actually has cat eyes. Most of them are just a figure holding the 6 of Wands. I mean, 9 of Cups. I mean, it's almost like a tip deck, almost. I mean, here's the 6 of Cups. What does that have to do with childhood memories? So, yeah, I mean, like I said, the artwork's gorgeous. I just never really connected with it. At this point, it's just part of the collection. Not even sure why I hold on to it, other than it's just cool art. It's pretty much the only reason I hold on to it. or any of my decks really. Although there is one deck here that I still don't know why I'm holding on to it. The next one is actually it's a really cool deck, but it's the Chariot, and it's actually a Thoth-based deck. So, and I mean, I'm still learning the Thoth system, but instead of a little white book, you have just this fold-out sheet. Like held across, and then like write-ups of all the cards. But it's definitely Thoth. It is still in order because I just have never used it. But here's the back of the card. And again, I think it's US Games. Yeah. No. What is this? Published by S.S. Adams Company, Neptune, New Jersey. I guess it's an independent published deck. And it's deck of 82 cards based. It says it's based on the Rider-Waite, but it's not. I mean, if you look at the minors, they're definitely Thoth-based minors. Thoth, whatever. And they do have 4 new cards, the Mentors. So each of the court cards, there's 5 of them. So, but I do like the fact that they have, I don't know, this lighting is good, but you can see they have all the different symbols, and the symbols are in there. And just a quirky little fun deck. There's the Magician. Priestess. And they have the Hebrew, the number, and the astrological symbol, and then they have a music note connected to each one, which is interesting. And there's lots of symbolism in the deck and the cards themselves. So the Emperor, just a quirky, fun little deck. I mean, I probably would never get rid of this one just because it's so unique. The Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot. I don't know what those creatures are down there. And they do have strength as number 8, so that's not Thoth-like. It's like they mashed the RWS with Thoth. It's a fun little Hermit card with a 3-headed dog. Okay, Justice has 6 arms. Very interesting. I hope the random bits of sunlight aren't messing this up too bad. I'm filming early morning, so not early morning, mid-morning, so that's why the sun is that way instead of that way. Normally I film in the afternoon, so the sun is that way. Interesting death card. Interesting. That's what I keep saying about this deck. Interesting. Here's the Devil. And the Tower. The Star has a flamingo instead of the ibis. The Moon. A quirky little deck. Let's see, let me get to the minors here. And we have the Ace of Wands. 2 of Wands, and they have a keyword. And it's almost pippish. Four of Wands, completion. So, I mean, Five of Wands, right? It's definitely got, like the majors are kind of like Rider-Waite, but the minors are very softish. Like, look at the Six of Wands. And the Seven of Wands. And jump to them for cards here. So we have Princess of Wands, Prince of Wands, Mentor of Wands, that's the extra court card, Queen, and King. So, I mean, it's a cool little deck. I wouldn't know how to work with it. You just get this tiny little sheet, and some of it's okay. I mean, that's Two of Cups is beautiful. Three of Cups is abundance. So Four of Cups is luxury. So that's what I'm saying. There's definitely a soft vibe to it. I mean, look at this Five of Cups. That's totally a soft Five of Cups. Let's see. Well, that's interesting. The Ten of Cups has the Kabbalah Tree of Life on it. There's a lot of that in here. Here we have the Princess of Cups, Prince of Cups, the Mentor of Cups. Almost all the mentors are satyrs of some kind. Not satyrs. Queen of Cups. Centaurs. King of Cups. I love that peacock. I mean, the Ace of Swords is very RWS. And the Two of Swords is peace. Three of Swords is sorrow. So it's just... Six of Swords is science. Thoth, right? Seven of Swords, futility. I'm going through too many of these cards. It's such a bizarre... I mean, here's the Ten of Swords. Ruin. I mean, what? Princess. Prince. Mentor. See, all the mentors are centaurs. Queen of Swords. King of Swords. Okay, I'm not going to go through the discs too. It's too much, I think. I think you get the gist. It's quirky, fun, strange little deck. Okay, I have to show you the mentor discs just so you see all the mentors. So you still have that centaur up there, but then it's this bear centaur. Okay. So that is the Parrot Tarot. It's definitely a forgotten deck because I don't think I've ever... No, that's not true. I tried using it for a reading a few times and it just I did not connect. I don't know. I try, but it's a little too bizarre for me, I guess. So now it's just part of the collection. I don't even know why it's still part of the collection, truthfully, but I don't really want to give it up either, just because it's so unique and bizarre. Oh, which one should I do next? I will do this one, The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. So this, I'm not even sure why I got this. It was a splurge at a health food store. I mean, it's got a nice sized little book, but I mean, the write-ups are very minimalistic, and they just replaced the suits with the elements. So, I don't know. And from what I understand, Colette Baron Reed considers this not so much a tarot deck as an oracle deck. I mean, the imagery is gorgeous. It's just been sitting on my shelf, unused, for a long time. Ew, what's all this hair in here? Gross. Sorry. I mean, the imagery is gorgeous. Here we have the moon card. So, judgment is call. Here we have the sun. And it's got gorgeous backs. And it's good stock because it's hay house. Here we have messenger of water. Oh god, let me see. What were they again? Bear with. Trying to remember what the suit cards are. Not suit. So page, messenger, queen. Oh, so the messenger is in place of the knight. Okay. And we got 10 of earth. This will be the 10 of pentacles. Very shiny too. I hope I'm not too much in shadow here. 2 of fire. Death has been changed into transformation. The gorgeous hangman. It's like Odysseus falling from the sky. The Hermit is just a closed door. The Hierophant looks more like the High Priestess. Here we have the Queen of Water. Messenger of Fire. And all the imagery is, pretty sure it's Photoshop photos. 10 of Fire. Love this Emperor card. Fortune's Wheel. I mean, it's gorgeous. I don't know. I call it a fluffy deck because it seems to, I mean, that's just my opinion. It's called the fluffy deck. But 6 of air. Nine of water. Chariot. I just never really connected with it. I mean, the tower. It doesn't look like there's any kind of destruction happening. And let's see what they have to say about tower in the little guidebook. Tower is surprises. Things happen really fast when this card shows up in a reading. Its appearance could portend a total paradigm shift or a sudden upheaval that takes something away in order for something better to take its place. It could be that I've had an epiphany. Whatever it is, this card tells me unexpected events will be very interesting and offer opportunities for positive transformation if I remain present with my eyes open. So, I mean, I guess it has a traditional meaning, but, like, I don't know about you, but that doesn't feel like major transformation happening. world card. I'm gonna flip through here. There's a couple, like, this is a gorgeous strength card. I mean, 8 of air, it's usually swords, right? The woman tied up with swords around her, which is an angel looking down, so is it supposed to have the same meaning? And they're, I don't know. Let me see. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. So this is the typical 10 of swords, but here it's 10 of air, and it's just an angel blowing feathers. Like, what? Wait, I don't know. Let's just kind of, let me find a little write-up of that real quick. Yeah, 10 of air. Graceful endings and hopeful beginnings meet, a point of epiphany, an end to old ways of thinking. It's all up from here as I bless the ending, grateful for the lessons I have learned that can free me from patterns that no longer serve me. I allow my circumstances to end with grace as I know something better can appear at any time. I'm thankful that from now on I can respond differently to any challenging situation. That's what I say about it feeling kind of fluffy, like some of the teeth got taken out of the cards. Because it's just, I don't know, it's just me, I guess. But it, and look, this is love, the lover's card, but just love. And it looks more like the strength card. So, I mean, the imagery is gorgeous. I mean, look at this Queen of Earth. I love that. But I think if I would continue to use this, it would have to be as an oracle and not as a tarot deck. Here's the Empress. Again, I hope this is not too shadowy and sunny at the same time. The Fool. You get the idea. It's just beautiful imagery, right? One last one, page 5, just because it's gorgeous. So it's just, I don't know. I want to like this deck because imagery is gorgeous, but like here, 10 of water, Happy Buddha. Pretty imagery. I don't understand how it's supposed to be used as a tarot deck. That's all. Just seems kind of odd to me. Well, let's leave it at that. Okay. And these cards are kind of sticky-wicky. But, I mean, pretty thick deck. It is Hay House, so it's got that thick Hay House cardstock. Oh, excuse me. I am just going to have a little sip. Oh god, I love Molokai coffee. Probably some of the best coffee I've ever had. I thought Kauai was the best. But truthfully at this point I'm spoiled. So the next one is an A.G. Muller deck, and it's the, I believe it's the first edition of the Tarot of Gemstones and Crystals. And this one comes with a pretty thick little white book. So, I mean, it's got some good information, I guess, but they come with a couple of blank cards, but yeah, so the backs is just this green, and I mean, it's decent cardstock. I just don't know how to use this deck because, like here, this is the Fool. It's just pictures of crystals. The Magician, Herkimer Diamonds. High Priestess, Adventuring. Like, I'm gonna keep this deck, obviously, because I love crystals, but like the Empress, Emeralds. I would have to just read from, like, what I remember the cards mean. The Emperor, Purpurite. I've never even heard of that crystal. The Hierophant, Diamond. The Chariot, Sugarlight. The Lovers, Ruby. Strength, Onyx. These gorgeous imagery. The Hermit, Lapis Lazuli. Wheel of Fortune, Alexandrite. Justice, Tourmaline Quartz. The Hanged Man, Aquamarine. Death, Amethyst. Temperance, Rose Quartz. I mean, it's gorgeous, but I mean, like, the Devil, Snowflake Obsidian. Okay, let's look that up then. Let's see. So, I mean, it does have a nice little write-up, but, let's see. The Devil, Snowflake Obsidian. When we rise to spiritual heights that are too high, the Snowflake Obsidian will help us find our way down. It confronts us with the truth and shows our true inner self and our shadow aspects. It identifies and purifies the emotions and brings us to reality. Okay. And then the Tarot interpretation. Control by others, injury, shadow aspect, materialism, dependency, lack of success, arrogance, moodiness, immorality, lies, difficulties, going against our better knowledge, egotism, and bad influences. Denial of the shadow aspect. And then, because it's a dark card, if it's in reverse, they call it a light aspect. Some of the reversals are called light aspects in this little book, and some reversals are called shadow aspects. So, I don't know. I just, here's the Tower, Calcite. Calcite frees us from our old attitudes and patterns, opening the mind for new ideas. It promotes meditation and spiritual development. It dissolves outdated structures and helps overcome times of upheaval. So I want to hold on to this deck just because it'll teach me all about different crystals, but how are you supposed to read tarot with these? I don't know. So, I love that the star is Moldavite though. That's very fitting. Of course, the moon is moonstone. The sun is sunstone. Judgment is ametrine. And the world is watermelon tourmaline. I mean, like, why did they pick this certain... I don't know. I'll go a few of the minors. Ace of Wands, Fire Opal. Two of Wands, Selenite. Three of Wands, Tiger Iron. Five of Wands, Kuzanite. So, I mean, they're all like this. So, I mean, it's just picture after picture after picture. So, I've heard that the second edition that the imagery is not quite as sharp. The pictures aren't quite as in focus, or like the colors are a little washed out or something. But they're supposedly borderless. I don't remember if they're borderless or with black borders. I can't remember. Knight of Wands, Iron. I think the Knight of Swords would be Iron. So, yeah. And it just continues on like that with different crystal imagery. I love the pictures, and I think it's really great for learning my crystals, but I don't know if I'd ever really be able to use this in a reading. It's like, let's turn everything into pips. 9 of Cups. Chalcedony. I'm totally mangoing it. 10 of Cups. Copper. I guess they used to make cups out of copper, so. Anyway, so that is the Tarot of Gemstones and Crystals. It's a very interesting deck. I just only want to keep it to help learn the crystals, really, because, like I said, how would you even read with this? I don't know. I don't know. If you know how you'd read with this, let me know in the comments, because I'm at a loss, truthfully. Okay. And so the final deck I pulled out is from my forgotten tarot decks thing. I'm trying to not be so speckled, but oh well. So this is from US Game Systems. It's the Native American Tarot deck, and I really wanted to love this, especially because it says it's created by Magda Weck Gonzalez of Shawnee heritage and illustrated by her husband, J.A. Gonzalez. The card features Native American history, symbolism, and folklore, including material related by a Blackfoot medicine man, Harry Sparrowhawk. But if you see this other side here, it says the cards depict different aspects of daily life from a variety of Native American tribes, including Apache, Arapaho, Cherokee, Cheyenne, Chippewa, Comanche, Hopi, Huron, Inuit, Iroquois, Kiowa, Navajo, Papago, Pima, Pueblo, Shawnee, Sioux, etc. So it's like they try to take every Native American culture from the Americas and smash it all into one deck, which I don't know, that seems kind of, anyway. It comes with a thick little book here. I mean, this little white book has 105 pages, so I mean, and it does go into what, like, each card has got a major write-up about it. And these are the backs. You can see they have a mishmash of Native American stuff. This is the intro cards. Oh, and I think they switched up the minors. Let me just see real quick. Yeah, so blades, pipes, vessels, shields. So blades are swords, pipes are wands, vessels are cups, and shields are coins. And then instead of the traditional court cards, you have page was turned to maiden, knight is warrior, king is chief, and queen is matriarch. And so the matriarch is actually, the queen is the number one. Yeah, so, I don't know. There's the devil card. They're not in order. Here we have the world. Five of vessels, warrior woman. 10 of pipes, mockery. Matriarch of shields. Chief of pipes. 6 of blades. 7 of shields, trail of tears. 8 of vessels in the list. 6 of pipes. 4 of shields, the silence. It's such a mishmash. 8 of blades, captive. The tower. Two of blades. The lovers. Eight of pipes. Warrior of pipes. Two of shield, Kachina juggler. 6 of shield, giveaway dance. Justice. 7 of pipes. Chief of shields. Judgment. Medicine woman in place of Empress. Matriarch of pipes. So I wanted to like this deck, but 14 Weaver instead of Temperance. 7 of blades, Horse Thief. Shaman instead of Hierophant. Chief of blades. Maiden of vessels. 5 of pipes. Stickball. 6 of vessels. Enchantment. Warrior of blades. I don't know, I guess it's just for me that it's such a mishmash of cultures that there's kind of a disconnect for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of the artwork is amazing, like stars. But here we have the Hermit. Nine of vessels, wish card. Death. I'm having a brain fart. Oh, Hanged Man, of course. Sundance instead. Instead of Emperor, we have Council Chief. Instead of Wheel of Fortune, we have Medicine Wheel. Instead of High Priestess, we have Corn Maiden. Strength. Mountain Lion. 5 of discs, Cultivation. Isn't 5 of discs usually about not having enough? But, 9 of discs, Thunderbird. Maiden of shields. 1 of vessels or Ace of vessels. Maiden of pipes. I know I'm going through almost all this deck. This is the deck that it's like I really wanted to love, but I'm going to skip through a few. Here's 3 of blades, Morning. Oh, I see. 3 of pipes. Instead of the chariot, we get the sled. It's like Inuit. Maiden of Blades. To a vessel union. I mean, I guess I could read with this. It's just, I mean, here we got the sun, and it's Mayan or Aztec calendar of the year. I don't know if you can see that. There we go, that's a little better. So it's not like I haven't tried, there's just a major disconnect for me. I'm not even sure why. 7 of Vessels is Vision Quest. How do you like that for a fool? So the 9 of Blades is polygamy. Warrior of Shields. Instead of the Magician, we have the Hostine Coyote. Chief of Vessels. Matriarch of Vessels. The Moon. Eight of Discs is the Sand Painter. That's kind of cool. One of Shields or Ace of Shields. 10 of Vessels, Happy Family. 10 of Blades, Ruin. So, yeah. That is the Native American Tarot deck. I don't know. I keep, like, every time I go through it, I'm like, ooh, it's pretty, I want to work with it. But every time I try and work with it, there's just this complete disconnect for me. And I think it's because of the fact that I don't know, if I have a deck that is themed, I want the theme to, like, if it's going to be a culture theme, let's stick to one culture. This just feels like, even though it's created by supposed Native American people, it just feels like a big mishmash of different cultures being smashed together. And I think that's what creates the disconnect for me. I don't know. So, do you have any of these decks? Do you like using them? Or does anyone want one? Thanks for going on this journey with me. And thank you, Simon, for doing the Forgotten Decks walkthrough. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. Please comment if there's any deck here that you actually liked. Maybe we can do a trade. So yeah, until next time, thanks for watching, and aloha.